Let's take a look at the live racing program, and we'll start with the first race, Garnet. And I'm going to start with the one, Get It Done, Bud. Driver Tyler Grundy picks up the drive. Interesting here that Corey Manning, the trainer, has a dual entry in here, and he chose to go with the 5, Woodstock Huey, who is actually my second selection. But I like Get It Done, Bud, from the inside. Takes a big step back in class. I was racing in the series here at Miami Fair. And didn't get over you see the HY there, the heavy going back on August the 15th, let's see, 7 days ago, was beat 18 lengths handily. So I think Get It Done, Bud could get the job done at a little bit of a price. For second, I like Woodstock Huey. Like I said, interesting that Corey Manning, the trainer, chose number 5, Woodstock Huey, over the rail horse. So I'll be interested to see what kind of tactics are there. And then the 2, Latte Sealster, for third.
That's interesting because I don't have either of your top 2 picks in my top 3. I was watching these races last week. I don't think you were. Obviously, you were busy with family issues. But it was interesting to me that the heavy track was really heavy earlier in the card. And I really like Dust to Gold in this race, number 4. That 206 and 3 mile was actually a pretty big mile on that heavy track last week. Couldn't keep pace, tired quite a bit at the end. But if you throw that race out and look at his race 2 starts back, he was right there in a 202 and change mile, which is one of the fastest miles in this page. So I like him. I think he's going to be good price coming in off that race. My second pick's Latte Sealster. It goes to the front almost every week, always a threat. And the third one that I picked was number 3, Nelly's on the Money. Was third over the heavy track last week. Quite often, rarely wins, but quite often around the money. So I went 4-2-3, and you went 1-5. That's an interesting start.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to go. So either one of us is going to be starting well, and the other one, who knows? We'll see what happens. Second race is a field of 5, and I'm going to go with the 5, Miso Classy Garnet, for driver Dean Ray and trainer Lorraine Ray, coming off a nice victory over the heavy surface, as you said last time out. Came from off the pace, and those heavy surfaces tend to be a little bit more tiring. So obviously that allowed Miso Classy to close into the speed a little bit. For second, I like the 3, See You Tonight, and L.A. My Chops Off the Rail. Corey Manning is showing up all over my tickets.
Yeah, I got the same top pick as you, Miso Classy. I like his last start. Dean Ray, as you can see, is 60% in the exactor, 30% first, 30% second. So, in a short field, he's going to be pretty tough in here. The second one I like is Blackjack is back. If you look at the very first number in his past performances, he draws terrible posts every week except this Saturday. So I think Blackjack is back. Finally gets an inside post. I think he's going to make use of it, and I like him to finish in the exactor. And the third one I picked was also the 1, Lammy Chop, so I think you also had for third in this race.
Yeah, Black is Back Jack was one of my selections a couple of weeks ago, finished 4th, and like you said, has been drawing on the outside, so I could definitely see another Corey Manning trainee, Garnet. So Corey Manning could very well, he's got a big chance of taking the early double. Third race is a condition event for Pacers for a purse of $1,900. It kicks off the pick 4. Like we said, small carryover in the pick 4. We'll talk about the pick 4 sequence just before the third race. And Garnet, I'm going to go with the 5, Ride the Wind, for Clayton Braybrook here. If you're looking at the Trackmaster programs like Garnet and I are, if you're stepping this, you see the class up in these 1-for-1. So kind of pitch that stat. Obviously batting 1,000 at 1-for-1, but has won 3 straight races here at the Miami Fair. And I'll tell you what, I think Ride the Wind could make it 4 in a row. For second, I went with the 3, Sunshine Act. Was a winner by 9 lengths from post 7 in her last start. So I think that 3-year-old filly has a decent chance. And then an interesting play off the rail, Garnet, the 1, Popcorn Jimmy. Trackmaster has this one stepping back in class, but obviously facing the same group. Maybe slightly easier, but gets a little bit of a better post draw.
Yeah, listen, for the top 2, I see it the exact same way as you. For me, this boils down to a 2-horse race between 5, Ride the Wind, and Sunshine Act. I think they kind of stand out on form. So I have Ride the Wind for first, Sunshine Act for second. Same reasons as you mainly. And the third one I'm using is Little Tags. Little Tags, when you look at the Trackmaster program, you see a lot of boldface there at the end of it, and that shows that he's in the money a lot. So from the 6-hole, maybe he might spice up the trifecta payoff a little bit here.
All right, we'll go to the second leg of the pick four. It is race number 4. It's a maiden event for Pacers, and my top selection here is the two shoes dropping back out of the series. Got the kind of the perfect trip, Garnet, in his last start, and just did not have anything left down the stretch. Obviously, a little bit of a tiring race course, as we've already talked about throughout some of the program. Pitched that race out, draws the inside, faces slightly easier. I think two shoes could bounce back here. For second, I used number 6. I'm hot off the press, was third, only beaten a length and a half last week. Came home in 34-3, and while that may seem slow to some of you, that's actually not too bad of a time for this race course. And then I like the 5 Zippity Zoom for third.
Wow, I think you missed an obvious one here. 4 Vern's Wish gets maybe the biggest driver change in the world here. Donald Howlett, first time, batting 54% at the meet. He's my top pick. I like Zippity Zoom. He was really good here last week on the heavy track. And the third one I'm using is your top pick, 2 Shoes. I think 2 Shoes projects to get a good trip near the front, but I look for a big wake-up effort here from Vern's Wish with Mr. Howlett getting in the bike.
Big trainer change here to Trevor Williams. We talked to Trevor off the air a little bit ago. He broke a track record a couple weeks ago that stood for 22 years. And an interesting stat here, when he drops a horse in class, he wins 46% of the time. Moving some, 46% of the time. That's what, about six of the 7 or 6 of the 13 starts. He's a winner. Not too bad.
Yep, very good, very good.
All right, on to race number 5. We'll go to 3, Somewhere Ideal. This time I did not miss Mr. Howlett. Comes off a third-place effort, but just missing by a length and a half against the Philly Mare Open Company. And Garnet, I really like this open group because, I mean, these fillies and mares, they take shots at each other each and every week, and it really seems like they kind of mix it up enough to where just about anybody can win. So I'm going to try to sneak Mr. Howlett onto the ticket here in the 5th race with number 3, Somewhere Ideal. For second, we'll go with the 5, Tammy Blue, looking for a little bit of a price. I think you're going to get a short price on Somewhere Ideal, so I like Tammy Blue underneath. And then for third, I'm going to go with 4, Sprint to the Finish. We know a few people, Garnet, who try to win the sprint home.
Yes.
And Sprint to the Finish might be trying to, win the sprint home here.
Yeah, you know what? We got this race exactly the same. I think the big point here is Sprint to the Finish beat Somewhere Ideal last week, but she had post position advantage on her then, leaving from the rail, and now she doesn't. So I think, Don Howlett's probably going to send Somewhere Ideal right down the road here, or try to. I thought Tammy Blue raced really well last week. I think she's in with a shot to upset if there's any kind of, a little bit of battling early. And then Sprint to the Finish, I use third. I'm going to try and beat her out of this pick 4 most likely. Because I think she's going to take money because she won last week, and I don't think she holds any particular advantage this time around.
All right, 6th race is a Horses and Geldings Open, purse $2,450, and another very nice group of open horses. And one thing about the Miami Fair, Garnet, that a lot of people aren't going to see, you're not going to see the same horse winning week in and week out. This is a very hard-knocking group of 5 or 6. Your man Marv the Rat is back in this race, but I'm going to go with number 2, Saskabush Steve. Don Howlett's on top of my ticket again, was second in a dead. He came home in 29-3 in the last start back on August the 15th, just last week. This is a gelding who has a good amount of speed. The only problem I have with this gelding is he's got a little bit of a braking issue, and that is a slight concern of mine. If he behaves himself, he should defeat this class pretty handily. For second, I like the 4, Gray Z, was a winner by 6 lengths against Condition Company. And Garnet, I'm interested to see what Trevor Williams will do with this this 7-year-old gelding. Interesting, a gray horse shows up in the Open. Not too often you see the grays kind of compete at the top, Company. And then for third, I'll go with the 3, Charles Dragon.
Yeah, I'm against you. I'm against you in this race. For my money, Gray Z was the most impressive winner in the card last week. Made a power move first up, come home in 28-3 over that good track. That's phenomenal. That's probably like about 25-4 at Mohawk. So I'm looking for Gray Z to repeat. You're going to find out, how much I like him when we get to our pick 4 tickets. I think it's probably a race between him and Saskabush Steve, who I have second, and I'm amazed that I got that name right. And finally, my favorite name at the entire place, Appoggiatura, is my third pick.
I'm sure glad you knew how to say that name because I looked at it and went, what the heck is this? It was almost like Unfodans. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, race number 7 is a filly and mare maiden event. And Garnet, this is a nice group of horses, but I'm going to go with the first time starter, number 3, Electric Amadeus for trainer driver Corey Manning. That qualifier, excuse me, in 2:10-1 could very well beat this field. I'm interested to see what the mare does. Is a 4-year-old mare by Rockin' Amadeus, and we all remember what Rockin' Amadeus did, some nice things on the racetrack. So I think that the 3 Electric Amadeus will score the victory here. For second, I'll go with the 4 Runaway Heiress. You see a bunch of 2s and 3s down the line there. This is a horse that likes to hit the board. Doesn't have a whole lot of winning efforts. Is actually 0 for 7 in her young career. And then for third, I'll go with the 1 Baylor Out Babe, who actually steps back in class after facing some tough company in the series.
Wow, I didn't think we'd land on the same 3 in the exact order again here, but I looked at it the exact same way. I think this is a good spot for a horse, first-time starter, for a horse to make its debut. Runaway Heiress I'm sure is a nice horse to own, but hasn't been able to get the job done yet. She's finished third several times in a row. It's a short field, and I have to think that this horse is probably going to carve a few seconds off that 2:10 at least. So, I also went 3-4-1, pretty much for the same reasons you did, Mike.
Interesting stat here, Garnet. If you look to the right, if you're looking at the Trackmaster program, it says Sire first. Rockin' Amadeus, first time out, 13% winner. That's a nice stat, but check out the ROI. 115%. So you might get a little bit of a price here on Electric Amadeus, and Rockin' Amadeus has proven that he could provide a little bit of value to your tickets.
Yeah, he's obviously, some of these horses have paid well because it's he's only winning with 1 in about 7, I guess.
Yeah. All right. 8th race tonight is a condition event for a pace for $2,000. I'm going to go with 5 Hokey Dokey, not just because I'm a Virginia Tech fan, Garnet, but Hokey Dokey is also one of my favorite dances, as Garnet found out at my wedding about a year ago, the Hokey Pokey. But was second, only beaten a length, had to really make up a lot of ground last week. Garnet got shuffled back. And just coming down the stretch, really fired home strongly. So I think Hokey Dokey, again, slightly easier, will be the top pick here for me. 3, The Little Beast, won 3 straight before finishing second, beaten handily 2 starts in a row, and then came right back in the series and won by 6 lengths over that heavy track. So that was a really impressive performance. And then I'm going to go with the 1 Waitin' for Love for trainer Ronald Ray.
Yeah, I got 5 Hokey Dokey on top as well. I thought he raced really well last week. Third time Don Howlett in the bike here. Probably going to show a little bit more speed this time. Probably going to come down to him and the Little Beast, who I also have for second for most of the same reasons you have. The Little Beast obviously has compiled a great record so far, and is probably going to be the one that Hokey Dokey is going to have to pass to get the job done. And finally, I used number 2, Senga Savannah, finished second in a dead heat last week. Usually up near the pace, can take some air. You can see all those parked out symbols there. Takes air and passes horses. So I got 5-3-2 in this race.
All right, 9th and final is a claiming event for Pacers, $1,850 up for grabs. And I'm going to go with another 5-hole, Garnet. I'm going to go with the 5 Outlaw Kismet for trainer Trevor Williams. Was a winner against Condition Company last week over the good track. That 203-1 performance, Garnet, is actually not a bad effort. Obviously got along well with Jacques Lambert. If you look down the page here, the only time recently that Outlaw Kismet missed the board was 2 starts back against tougher company in the open, but obviously got the driver change to Christopher Brown. I'm going to go with the one great quote for second. Finished fourth, beaten 6.5 lengths. You know what? This is a gelding that likes to hit the board. Horses aren't machines. They're going to bounce every once in a while. I think that's what happened last week. So we'll give one great quote another chance off the rail. And for third, we'll go with the three, Dolly Double. And hopefully, Garnet, some of us will be hitting the daily double with some of these horses.
Yes, I also went to the five Outlaw Kismet. I thought he was pretty impressive last week. To me, he kind of stands out here. I don't think you're going to get much of a price, even though he draws the outside post. Number one, great quote. Also, my second choice. Maybe he just didn't like the good track last week, but you see, he's right there every week otherwise. And the third one, I went for number two, Bling Kaching. Made up some good ground in his last start. I think Bling Kaching will probably sit a pretty good trip here from the two hole and can round out this triactor, the last one of the day.
All right. First race post time is in just a little bit at 1:30. Good luck at all of your wagering strategies, and we'll see you back here before the third race for the pick four.
Good afternoon and welcome to Miami Fair. To everyone here in the grandstands and anyone watching through live stream and HPI, here are the changes for today's card. Currently, there are no changes. We're about 10 minutes to post for race number one. The horses are on the track for the post parade for race number 1. Number 1 is Get It Done Bud, owned by Corey and Betty Manning, trained by Corey Manning, driven today by Tyler Grundy. Number 2 is Latte Sealster, owned by Richard Ray, Laverne, and Ron Turnbull, trained by Richard Ray, driven today by Michelle Ray. Number 3 is Nelly's on the Money, owned by David Mooney, trained by Clayton Braybrook and driven by Clayton Braybrook. Number 4 is Dust to Gold, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Sherry Mason, driven today by Daryl Mason. 5 is Late for the Parade, is Woodstock Huey, owned, trained, and driven today by Corey Manning. Here comes Woodstock Huey. In the first race, you have Win, Place, Show, Exactor, Tractor, Quinella Betting.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Week number 7 here at the Miami Fair. And my name is Mike Williams, handicapper here in Miami. Welcome to the HPI viewers. Special shout out, a lot of horsemen will remember Bob Brimble, lives out in Wales, gave me a call yesterday. And thanks to Trey Colbeck, our race announcer, he follows him in social media and is watching the races here right now, 6 hours away, time zone. And again, shout out to Bob Brimble. Had a rough time with bowel cancer, but beat it, and we're all happy to hear that. Okay, let's go right to race number 1. We have non-winners of 2 races lifetime, and pretty even 5-horse bunch here. I'm going to go to Dust to Gold, the 4-horse. Daryl Mason driver, Sherry Mason trainer. Last week, heavy track. Finished 4th, placed 5th. Prior start to that, this horse raced very, very strong and paced a mile in 2-2. He meets a bunch in here that I think should favor Dust to Gold to get his picture taken for the second time this year in Miami. I really like the 4-horse Dust to Gold for the win. Horse for second, I'm going to go with the early speed. Latte Sealster with Michelle Ray. Seems to come up a little short near the end, but he is in the top 3 in 6 starts. He's got to win second and third. Pace of miles in and around 2.4, 2.5. And when I look at the 5 horses in here, the front end speed just might be enough to hold up in here. And I like Latte Sealster for my exactor and in my Quinella bet. Now here's a horse you got to watch out for that I think has really found a spot in here. 7 starts, yet to get to the winning circle. You better take a close look at Neely's On the Money, currently at $30.20. And if you talk about value, this horse has a legitimate shot. He's been pacing probably the most consistent, fastest miles, except for that 2-2 that we saw that one time with Dust to Gold. But Neely's On the Money, dangerous, I think, in this race. So I'm going to box up the 2, 3, and 4 in my triactor box. And good luck. And again, we welcome all the simulcast HPI people out in Alberta and Ontario, and we hope you take a good look at our product. We have a carryover in the pick 4, which starts in race number 3, and we hope to really grow that pot significantly, and we need the support out there, so let's make it happen. We'll see everybody back in race number 2.
The horses are called to the starting gate for race number one. Number one, Get It Done, Bud, Tyler Grundy in the bike. Number two is Latte Sealster, Michelle Ray. Number three, Nelly's on the Money, Clayton Braybrook. Number four, Dust to Gold, Daryl Mason teams up. And number five, Woodstock Huey, Corey Manning. 5 pacers on the gate. Pass fair, start pull. And they're off and pacing. Right to the front end is Latte Sealster, followed by Get It Done Bud. Dust to Gold on the outside, making a big move with a big break there. And Woodstock Huey and Nelly's on the Money. Latte Sealster still leading the way. Get It Done Bud now second. Dust to Gold taking on the inside third. Way lengths back to Woodstock Huey as they're coming to the quarter mark. 30 flat. Latte Sealster still leading the way. Get It Done Bud right there in second. Dust to Gold third. Woodstock Huey lengths back in fourth, and trailing is Nelly's on the Money. .101 flat. Woodstock Huey making a little bit of a break at the half mark. Wood Latte Sealster and Get It Done Bud at the front end. Dust to Gold still third. Making another little break is Nelly's on the Money. Latte Sealster still leading the way, coming to the 3/4 mark. Get It Done Bud and Dust to Gold fighting for second. 1:30 and 3. Latte Sealster can't get caught. Get It Done Bud and Dust to Gold jarring for second. Nelly's on the Money fourth, and way trailing is Woodstock Huey. Latte Sealster down the stretch. Get It Done Bud still holding second, but Dust to Gold right there. Latte Sealster can't be touched. Latte Sealster. Get It Done Bud and close for third. 2:03 and 1. Coming to winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's first race, Latte Sealster. 3-year-old Bay filly by Sunshine Beach and Latest News. Owned by Richard Ray, Laverne and Ron Turnbull. Trained by Richard Ray and driven today by Michelle. Give a big round of applause to Latte Sealster and Teamster Michelle Ray. Here are your quarters. They went over the first quarter in 30 flat, over the half in 101 flat, over the 3 quarters in 130 and 3, finishing the full mile in 203 and 1. Here are the payouts for race number 1. Number 2, Latte Sealster paid $750 to win. There was no place bets and $220 to show. Number 1, Get It Done Bud, paid $260 to place, $210 to show. And number 3, Nelly's on the Money, paid $210 to show. The Quinella 1-2 paid $10.10. The Exactor 2-1 paid $18.40. The Triactor 2-1-3 paid $25.30. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Get It Done Bud, was second. Number 2, Latte Sealster was first. Number 3, Nelly's on the Money, was third. Number 4, Dust of Gold, was fourth. And Woodstock Huey number 5 was fifth. From the top down, your program should read 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. In the upcoming second race, no changes. 5 will go to post. Win, place, show, Quinella Exactor, Triactor betting.
Little recap on race number 1. Congratulations to Michelle Ray, Ricky Ray trainer. Horse hung on a pretty good mile, so I think the track looks like it's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty fast today. That 2-3 mile for this non-winners of 2 bunch is pretty good. I think you should take a footnote for next week on Neely's on the Money. If you watch the race, the amount of real estate the horse lost on 2 occasions, if the driver had kept that horse flat, I'm pretty certain, I think he'd have been right there, no worse than second, even a shot to win that race. He had to make up a lot of ground, and the horse looked pretty good once he got going. And doesn't have any histories of breaking, looking at the lines, not quite sure what happened, but watch out for Neely's on the Money next week. I think will fit right in the non-winners of 2 again, and will be a good shot next week. Let's go right to race number 2, non-winners of 2 races lifetime. Once again, we have a 5-horse field. Miso Class, he does look like the class of the field. He's been racing the stakes this year. He's got 1 win in 5 starts, and that win was last week where it all counted. In a stake race, when all the marbles were down, and looked good doing it. It's been pacing some pretty good miles for non-winners of 2. I think Miso Class, he should be the favorite in here, and looks to be the one to beat. Lammy Chops on the inside might have something to say about it. Trainer Corey Manning does have 2 horses, in this race, and does have the choice on which one he wants to drive. I always look at that when I'm handicapping a race. The program doesn't lie. It tells you what you want to see. And he chose the 1-horse Lammy Chops over Black is Back Jack. So that's good enough for me. I'm going to take Lammy Chops. Should get a good trip. I think the 5-horse will probably leave out of here. And he should be right on the helmet of Dean Ray. And I think that's going to be your Quinella 5-1. Wide open for third. Does get quite the post relief. Black is Back Jack with Tyler Grundy. Take a look. He's had the 6-hole, the 5-hole, the 6-hole. Does draw post position too on these half-mile oval tracks here. Makes a big, big difference. And it will make a big difference in the chances of Black is Back Jack, and could be the upsetter in here as well. He had a mile 2 starts ago, even though he finished 4th. He did pace 2-2 and did come home in 30 seconds. Pretty even bunch of horses in this non-winners of 2. I'm going to go 5-1-2 in that order and get back to race number 3, again where the win 4 starts. Let's get your money down. I'm expecting to see $400 in that pot, and payout could be large just with one outsider coming in. And good luck. We'll see everybody back in race number 3.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 2. Number 1, Lammy Chops, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. Number 2 is Black is Back Jack, owned and trained by Corey Manning, driven today by Tyler Grundy. Number 3 is See You Tonight, owned by James Jeffers, trained by James Jeffers, driven today by Jock Lambert. Number 4 is Lion Master, owned by Roland Ray, trained by Roland Ray, driven today by Mark Fillion. And number 5, Me So Classy, owned by Lorraine Ray, trained by Lorraine Ray, driven today by Dean Ray. 5 will go to post in about 5 minutes.
Always remember, looking at the tote board there, when you see the 2-horse NTS, the 4-horse NTS, that's currently no tickets sold on those 2 horses. Black is Back Jack does have a shot in there, fits well with this bunch. I wouldn't leave NTS on that horse. Four minutes to post. I'll show you how to take care of 4 horses out of 5 on a $6 wager. If you go to the wicket, it's called a $1 tri-actor wheel. The box is the most prominent way to bet. Like I like the 5-1-2, so I'd go up and spend $6 on a $1 tri-actor box, 1-2-5. But if you want to cover 4 of the 5 horses and die with the 5 horse as a key, which I think is the best horse, I would go 5 on top with 1-2-4, 1-2-4, still going to cost you $6, but you're going to cover 4 of the 5 horses in that race. Again, you go to the wicket and ask for a $1 tri-actor wheel, 5 with, 1-2-4 with, 1-2-4. 5 must win the race. And then you got a good shot on getting one of those exotic bets, tri-actors, which usually are your big payoffs, sometimes in the hundreds of dollars. Still, no tickets sold on number 2. A big mistake. Pick 4 is a $1 wager, which starts on race number 3 and goes to race number 6. And that's just picking a winner of every race. Carryover is $100. I expect to have $300 at least in the pool today. So if you've never bet a pick 4, it starts on race number 3. You just go up and ask for a $1 pick 4 and pick the horses you like in race number 3, 4, 5, and 6. The more horses you obviously pick in each race, the more money you'll spend. But if you want to just have fun and pick 1 horse in each race, doesn't cost you much at all. But I would give it a go because the payout today should be quite considerable, a lot of money.
The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 2. Number 1, Lammy Chops, Corey Manning in the bike. Number 2 is Black is Back Jack, Tyler Grundy. Number 3, See You Tonight, Jacques Lambert. Number 4, Lion Master, Mark Fillion. And number 5, Me So Classy, Dean Ray. 5, Pacers on the gate. Pass fair start pull. And they're off and pacing. Right to the front end, See You Tonight takes over. Me So Classy trying to take second. Lammy Chops, though, books it right to the front. Black is Back Jack on the inside third. Me So Classy fourth. And the trailer is Lion Master. As they're heading down the backstretch, Lammy Chops is your leader. Me So Classy. No, that's not Me. See You Tonight's taking over, sorry. With Black is Back Jack in third. As they're at the quarter mark, 30-1. See You Tonight is the new leader. Lammy Chops second. Black is Back Jack third. Me So Classy fourth. And still trailing Lion Master as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. See You Tonight leading the way. Lammy Chops right there in second. Black is Back Jack third. Me So Classy still fourth. And still Lion Master can see them all. 102-1. Black is Back Jack is trying to make a push to the front end. Lammy Chop, or See You Tonight's now second. Me So Classy taking to make a big push too. And Lion Master are all bunched up going down the backstretch. Me So Classy making a big charge, and here comes Lion Master. Me So Classy takes over. Lion Master now is in second as they come to the three-quarter mark. 133-1. Here comes Me So Classy leading the way. Lion Master and Black is Back Jack jarring for second. Lengths back is Lammy Chops, and trailing now is See You Tonight. Me So Classy leading the way. Black is Back Jack second on the inside. Lion Master trying to make a charge for second, but it's Me So Classy holding on. Black is Back Jack is second. Me So Classy. Black is Back Jack. 203-4. Coming to winner circles, your unofficial winner of race number 2, Me So Classy. 3-year-old bay filly by the Irons and Hammers Rainbow. Owned by Lorraine Ray, trained by Lorraine, driven today by Dean Ray. Give a big round of applause. Me So Classy with teammate Dean Ray. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30-1. Over the half in 102 and 1. Over the 3/4 in 133 and 1. Finishing the full mile in 203 and 4. Here are the payouts for race number 2. Number 5, Me So Classy, paid $4.90 to win, $2.10 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 2, Black is Backjack, paid $2.10 to place, $9.30 to show. And number 4, Lion Master, paid $4 to show. The Quinella 2.5 paid $4.10. The Exactor 5.2 paid $4.10. The Triactor 5.24 paid $25.70. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Lammy Chops was 4th. Number 2, Black is Backjack was 2nd. Number 3, See You Tonight was 5th. Number 4, Lion Master was 3rd. And number 5, Me So Classy, your winner. From the top down, your program should read 4, 2, 5, 3, and 1. In the upcoming third race, we'll have 6 horses going to post. We have Win, Place, Show, Quinella, Exactor, Triactor betting, and also our pick 4. Make sure you go bet it.
Well, congratulations to the combinations owner Lorraine Ray, trainer Lorraine Ray, And Dean Ray with an excellent drive on Me So Classy, back-to-back wins. Let's go right to race number 3. And again, the start of the pick 4. Looks like there's at least already $200 in the pot, and it's growing quickly. Again, if you've never played the pick 4, I'd give it a go because it's automatic. If someone picks the 4 winners in race 3 to 6, could take the whole pool. I'm going to go with a logical choice here. 3 starts, 3 wins, and good on Dennis Chapelet. One of the nicer horsemen, never complains, never whines, just to go about his own business. And it's nice to see a guy like Dennis have a real nice 5-year-old mare like this one. And I like this one to get the job done 4 times in a row here. Comes out of post position 5. But man, when this horse pulls out of a pocket, even on a heavy going track last week, does it ever have a brush? And it goes right to the top, right now, right then. And I like Ride the Wind for 4 straight wins. Horse that's going to have something to say about it. 19 starts this year with over $7,000 made. Another 3-year-old filly that really finishes her miles. And that's Sunshine Act. Again, with Dean Ray, we saw him get the job done in the last race. And Roland having a pretty good year with a 424 training average. Sunshine Act fits very well on this bunch. Look at how this horse finishes. Last 3 starts coming home in 30 seconds. So this horse will be making his move past the half. And I think Sunshine Act and Ride the Wind, we're going to see an exciting finish when it's all said and done. Horse I really like is a 4-year-old gelding, Little Tags. Post position 6. I always say you've got to be 2 or 3 seconds the best in a lot of occasions to win from post position 6. Has yet to get to the winning circle, but if you go by times, does have the fastest miles of the 6 horses in here, pacing a mile on 2-1 at least twice this year. And Daryl Mason aboard, Donnie Annis, trainer, no slouch, and definitely fits with these as well. I'm going to box up the 3, 5, 6 in race number 3. It looks to be a good one. I think there's going to be a half a length separating the winners in this one. And I'll stress one more time, get your money down on the pick 4. Growing quickly. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, a late scratch in race number 3. Ride the Wind is a vet scratch. If you've already placed the bet, you are able to get a refund. That's number 5. Ride the Wind is scratched.
Well, with Ride the Wind out, Sunshine Act, every $2, $50.80. I'd get the rush to the wickets. The Sunshine Act looks to be the best. Again, take a look at the program with the 5 out. Sunshine Act. A win in 2 seconds in the last 3 starts. Win last week, comes home in 30, $47 for $2, or something wrong with that picture.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 3. Number 1, Popcorn Jimmy, owned by Roland Ray and Barry McNaughton, trained by Barry McNaughton, driven today by Tyler Grundy. Number 2 is Angel Hands, owned by Errol Voden and Kevin Hildebrandt, trained by Kevin Hildebrandt and driven by Kevin. Number 3 is Sunshine Act, owned by Justin and Roland Ray and Alan Bryden and Michelle Mowat, trained by Roland Ray, driven today by Dean Ray. Number 4 is Munchie Chris, owned by Kevin Hildebrandt and Errol Voden, trained by Kevin, driven today by Mark Filion. Number 5 is A Late Scratch. Number 6 is Little Tags, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, driven today by Daryl Mason. 5 will go to post. Reminder, you have win, place, show, Quinella, Exactor, Triactor betting, and get on that pick 4. Make sure you get in that pick 4. The pool's over $300. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 3. Number 1, Popcorn Jimmy, Tyler Grundy drives. Number 2 is Angel Hands, Kevin Hildebrandt. Number 3 is Sunshine Act, Dean Ray teams up. Number 4 is Munchie Chris, Mark Filion. Number 5 is Scratched. Number 6, Little Tags, Daryl Mason. 5, Pacers on the gate. Passing the fair start pole. And they're off in pacing. On the inside, Popcorn Jimmy trying to hold the lead in Little Tags, trying to march up to the front end. Dean Ray with Sunshine Act sitting in third. Angel Hands fourth, and the trailers, Munchie Chris, as they're heading down the backstretch. Little Tags is the leader, 2 wide. Popcorn Jimmy second. Sunshine Act still third. Angel Hands fourth, and still trailing is Munchie Chris as they're coming to the quarter mark. 30 flat, Little Tags leading the way. Popcorn Jimmy still right there in second. Sunshine Act still third. Angel Hands fourth, and Munchie Chris still trailing as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. Little Tags leading it. Popcorn Jimmy, Sunshine Act, Angel Hands, and Munchie Chris the trailer. $102-1. Little Tag still leading the way, and Popcorn Jimmy's right there in second. Sunshine Act still third. Moving up on the inside, Munchie Chris, and Angel Hands is now the trailer. They're heading down the backstretch. Making a push, Popcorn Jimmy on the outside. Little Tags now is second. Sunshine Act still third. Munchie Chris fourth, and still trailing Angel Hands as they're coming to the 3/4 mark. Popcorn Jimmy and Sunshine Act. 132-1. Popcorn Jimmy leading the way. Sunshine Act now in second. Munchie Chris making a push on the outside third. Little Tags on the inside fourth. They're coming down the stretch. Popcorn Jimmy leading the way. Sunshine Act trying to make a 2-wide push. Munchie Chris and Little Tags battle for third. But it's Popcorn Jimmy and Angel and Sunshine Act. Sunshine Act making a push. Sunshine Act. Popcorn Jimmy. Little Tags. 202 flat. Coming to the winner's circle is your unofficial winner of race number 3, Sunshine Act, 3-year-old Bay Filly by Sunshine Beach and Tell the Truth. Owned by Justin and Roland Ray, Alan Bride and Michelle Mowat, trained by Roland Ray, and picking up his second win of the day, Dean Ray. There you go. Give a big round of applause. Sunshine Act with Dean Ray. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30 flat, over the half in 102 and 1, 3/4 in 132 and 1, finishing the full mile in 202 flat. Here are the payouts for race number 3. Number 3, Sunshine Act, paid $3.90 to win, $2.10 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 1, Popcorn Jimmy, paid $2.30 to place, $2.10 to show. And number 6, Little Tags, paid $2.10 to show. The Quinella 1-3 paid $3.30. The Exactor 3-1 paid $6.30. And the Triactor 3-1-6 paid $26.70. And your rundown, number 1, Popcorn Jimmy was second. Number 2, Angel Hands was fifth. Number 3, Sunshine Actor winner. Number 4, Munchie Chris was fourth. 5, Ride the Wind was scratched. And number 6, Little Tags was third. From the top down, your program should read 2, 5, 1, 4, scratch 3.
Wow, again, congratulations to the connections of Sunshine Act, Justin and Roland Ray, Alan Bryden, Michelle Mott. Really good horse race. I mean, within a nose at the wire. Popcorn Jimmy just about hung on. Perfect drive for Tyler Grundy. Dean Ray, 14 wins in 36 starts, having one heck of a year, sitting second in the driving standings as of right now. Let's go right to race number 4. I think this is going to be one of the best races. 7-horse field. If you haven't been to Triactor, everybody, this is the race to do it here. 7 horses. That's no standout in this field whatsoever. I'm going to go with 2 shoes. Michelle Ray, trainer Arthur Ray, seems to have found a spot. Looks like he found a much easier spot than what this 3-year-old colt has been racing. He's been racing in the stake races, and tough horses with Follow Your Nose, the Little Beast. He's going to really appreciate this, I would say, drop in class in this horse and gelding maiden race. And 2 shoes with 3 seconds and 2/3 looks to get his picture taken, I think, right here in race number 4. Horse for second, Play on Broadway. Chris Brown aboard. Ricky Ray has 2 horses in here, 2 shoes and Play on Broadway. I think Chris Brown will most likely try to trip this one out and see what he has coming down the lane. I think this one will pay a price, and I'm taking him in for my Quinella and Exactor bet. Long shot bet with a chance. Combination Don Hallett, Trevor Williams has been deadly in the last 7 years. First start, trainer Trevor Williams, owner Trevor Williams with Vern's Wish, and looks to impress in race number 4. Had a good week, and we'll see what this horse has in him today. I think he has a shot in here in this bunch, but I think 2 shoes might be just a little bit too much for him. But Vern's Wish, currently at $8, does have a shot. I'm going to box him up, 2, 3, and 4 in race number 4. I think there's $365 in the pick 4. Let's see if it goes today. Good luck.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 4. Number 1, True Towner, owned by David Much, trained by Sherry Mason, driven by Daryl Mason. Number 2 is Two Shoes, owned by Arthur Ray, trained by Arthur Ray, driven today by Michelle Ray. Number 3, Play on Broadway, owned by Richard Ray, Laverne, and Ron Turnbull, trained by Richard Ray, driven today by Chris Brown. Number 4, Vern's Wish, owned by Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor Williams, driven by Don Howlett. Number 5, Zippity Zoom, owned by Tara Isman, trained by Tara Isman, and driven today by Dean Ray. Number 6 is I'm Hot Off the Press, owned by Tara and Garrett Isman, trained by Tara, driven today by Clayton Braybrook. And number 7, The Irish King, owned by David Mooney, trained by Kevin Hildebrandt and driven by Kevin Hildebrandt. 7 will go to post in about 4 minutes. You still have win, place, show, Quinella, exactor, triactor betting. Less than 1 minute to post, less than 1 minute. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 4. Number 1, True Towner, Daryl Mason. Number 2 is Two Shoes, Michelle Ray drives. Number 3, Play on Broadway, Christopher Brown. Number 4 is Vern's Wish, Don Howlett. Number 5, Zippity Zoon, Dean Ray. Number 6, I'm Hot Off the Press, Clayton Braybrook. And the trailer, number 7, Irish King, Kevin Hildebrandt. 6 pacers on the gate, 1 trailer. Here they come. Pass fair start pole. And they're off in pacing. Two Shoes takes the early inside lead, but Vern's Wish is right there, 2 wide. Play on Broadway sitting in 3rd. True Towner 4th. Zippity Zoom 5th. I'm Hot Off the Press 6th and trailing the Irish King. Vern's Wish taking over the lead with Two Shoes right there in 2nd. 3 or 4 lengths back to Play on Broadway and a couple more lengths back to True Towners. They're coming down to the quarter mark. 28 and 3. Vern's Wish. Two Shoes is about a length back. Play on Broadway closing the gap 3rd. True Towner still 4th. Zippity Zoom 5th. I'm Hot Off the Press 6th. And Irish King can see them all as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. Vern's Wish. One minute and 3/5 for the opening half. Vern's Wish still leading the way. Two Shoes right there in 2nd. Play on Broadway 3rd. True Towner still 4th. Zippity Zoom 5th. I'm Hot Off the Press and Irish King trailing. Vern's Wish is not giving up that lead, but Two Shoes is right there. True Towner making a push for 3rd. Play on Broadway now 4th. As they're coming to the 3/4 mark, 2 wide. Vern's Wish has the inside, Two Shoes out. 132 and 1. Two Shoes takes over. Here comes True Towner and way back Zippity Zoo making a late push. Two Shoes, your new leader with Vern's Wish on the inside. True Towner 2 wide 3rd. They're coming down the stretch. Vern's Wish on the inside. Two Shoes has a narrow lead, but here comes True Towner. Two Shoes looks to hold on. Two Shoes, True Towner. .205 and 2. Coming to the winner's circle is your unofficial winner of race number 4, Two Shoes. Their own Bay Colt by What You Say and Flight Delay. Owned by Arthur Ray, trained by Arthur Ray, and driven by Michelle Ray, picking up his 2nd win of the day. There you go. Give a big round of applause for Two Shoes with Michelle Ray. Here are the quarters. They went over the first quarter in 28-3, over the half in 1:03, over the three quarters in 1:32-1, finishing the full mile in 2:05-2. Here are the payouts for race number 4. Number 2, Two Shoes paid $5.20 to win, $3.40 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 1, True Towner, there was no place bets, $6.10 to show. And number 4, Vern's Wish paid $3.10 to show. The Quinella 1-3 paid $70.70. The Exactor 2-1 paid $14. The Triactor 2-1-4 paid $218. Here's the rundown. Number 1, True Towner was second. Number 2, Two Shoes, your winner. Number 3, Play It On Brightway was fifth. Number 4, Vern's Wish was third. Number 5, Zippity Zoom was fourth. Number 6, I'm Hot Off the Press was sixth. And number 7, The Irish King was seventh. From the top down, your program should read 2, 1, 5, 3, 4, 6, 7. In the upcoming 5th race, there's no changes. 6 will go to post. You have Win, Place, Show, Quinella, Exactor, Triactor betting in the Fillies and Mares Open. Sorry, the Quinella was 1-2, paid $70.70.
Wow, what a great race in race number 4. Combinations, Arthur Ray, owner, trainer, driver by Michelle Ray. 4 races so far, 2 win by Michelle Ray, and 2 win by Dean Ray. Right now the Rays are owning the racetrack. And Michelle Ray, a very patient, very nice drive. I think Arthur Ray should give him a good pat in the back for that one. Was very patient, and when he moved out, he got the job done and looked good doing it. And a $218 triactor in race number 4 could repeat here in race number 5. I think the toughest race of the day to pick. You're going to make an excuse for any 6 of these horses because they honestly are all right there. But you got to pick somebody. So I'm going to try to use some logic in this one. And I'm going to go to the 3-horse Somewhere Ideal because he wins every second start. If you go from top to bottom, win second, win fourth, win third, should win if he races true to form. And race number 5 here today, he's got 4 wins in 10 starts, no slouch. And Somewhere Ideal, I think we'll try to set the early pace in here and hang on. But I'm telling you, he's going to be pressed very hard in this one. I can guarantee you that. Horse for second, I'm going to try Michelle Ray and Trevor Williams. Ask for Me. I think is going to have the trip and wait for the 3/4 pole and see what he has left. And we'll Ask for Me. I think we'll come up to Somewhere Ideal. And I like him for second here. Was scratched last week, vet sick. But I think he fits well in the Filly Mares Open here. Here's a horse you got to watch out for. This horse, I promise you, is better than what his lines show. I've watched this horse train this year. I'm very surprised. In 6 starts, this horse hasn't got any wins or seconds because it's a real nice 4-year-old mare, and that's Karma Blue Chip. Draws the inside. Mark Fillion, driver, trainer. If he's anywhere close to the front, watch out. Currently paying $18 on the morning line. So I'm going to take 3, 2, 1 in that order. And don't be afraid to take any outsiders in here. We could have another large triactor just with 1 outsider in the top 3. Good luck. Thank you.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 5. Number 1, Karma Blue Chip, owned by Errol Voden, trained by Mark Fillion, and driven by Mark Fillion. Number 2 is Ask for Me, owned by Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor Williams, driven by Michelle Ray. Number 3, Somewhere Ideal, owned by Wanda Howlett and Dwayne Taylor, trained by Don Howlett and driven today by Don. Number 4 is Sprint to the Finish, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. Number 5 is Tammy Blue, owned, trained, and driven by Clayton Braybrook. And number 6, Your Lips to God's Ears, owned by Ralph Morrow and Jock Lambert, trained by Jock and driven today by Jock. 6 will go to post. You have win, place, show. Quinella Exactor Triactor betting, less than 5 minutes to post. The horses are called to starting gate for race number 5. Number 1, Karma Blue Chip, Mark Fillion in the bike. Number 2, Ask for Me, Michelle Ray. Number 3, Somewhere Ideal, Dawn Howlett. Number 4, Sprint to the Finish, Corey Manning drives. Number 5, Tammy Blue, Clayton Braybrook. And number 6, Your Lips to God's Ears, Jacques Lambert. 6 pacers on the gate for the Fillies and Mares Open. Pass fair start pull. And they're off in pacing. Ask for Me and Somewhere Ideal are fighting for the front end. Karma Blue Chip will sneak in third. Sprint to the finish fourth. Tammy Blue fifth, and trailing Your Lips to God's Ears as they're heading down the backstretch. Ask for Me with Michelle Ray leading it, but Somewhere Ideal with Dawn Howlett not far behind. Karma Blue Chip third. Still sprint to the finish fourth. Tammy Blue fifth, and Your Lips to God's Ears as they're coming to the quarter mark. 30-1 for the opening quarter. Ask for Me still leading the way. Somewhere Ideal right there in second. Karma Blue Chip still third. Sprint to the finish fourth. Tammy Blue fifth, and still Your Lips to God's Ears can see them all. Ask for Me leading the way as they're coming down the stretch for the first time, but Somewhere Ideal is right there. One minute and 1/5 for the opening half mile. Ask for Me still holding strong. Somewhere Ideal is not going anywhere though with Karma Blue Chip in third. Sprint to the finish is now too wide making a push. Tammy Blue still fifth, and now trailing is still Your Lips to God's Ears. That's down the backstretch. Sprint to the finish, and Tammy Blue too wide, but still Ask for Me leading the way as they're coming to the 3/4 mark. Somewhere Ideal still second. 1:30 flat. They're not slowing down. Ask for Me still leading the way. They're 3 wide coming around the stretch. Tammy Blue 3 wide. Sprint to the finish is falling. Somewhere Ideal still on the inside. Karma Blue Chip still right there. Anyone can win this race. They're coming down the stretch. Ask for Me leading the way, but here comes Tammy Blue. Ask for Me with Michelle Ray in his third win of the day. Holds on. Tammy Blue for second. Somewhere Ideal third. 2 minutes flat. Coming to the winner circles, your unofficial winner of race number 5, Ask for Me, 6-year-old bay mare by Mr. Big and Ask for It, owned by Trevor Williams, trained by Trevor, and picking up his third win of the day, Michelle Ray. There you go, big round of applause, Ask for Me and teammate Michelle Ray. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 30 and 1, over the half in 1 minute and 1, over the 3/4 in 1:30 flat, finishing the full mile in 2 minutes flat. Here are the payouts for race number 5. Number 2, Ask for Me, paid $13.40 to win, $4.40 to place, $2.20 to show. Number 5, Tammy Blue, paid $2.40 to place and $2.10 to show. And number 3, Somewhere Ideal, paid $2.10 to show. The Quinella 2.5 paid $8.20. The Exactor 2.5 paid $64.80. And the Triactor 2.53 paid $23.40. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Karma Blue Chip was 4th. Number 2, Ask for Me, your winner. Number 3, Summer Ideal was 3rd. Number 4, Sprint to the Finish 5th. Number 5, Tammy Blue was 2nd. And number 6, Your Lips to God's Ears was 6th. From the top down, your program should read 4, 1, 3, 5, 2, and 6. In the upcoming 6th race, there's no changes. 5 will go to post, win, place, show, Exactor, Quinella, Triactor, betting in the Horse and Gelding Open.
Nice 2-minute mile here on race number 5. Owner Trevor Williams, trainer Trevor Williams. 3rd win today by Michelle Ray. Asked for Me with the 13 starts this year. 2 wins, both driven by Michelle Ray. Nice drive by Michelle Ray, wire to wire. Race number 6, we've got the Horses and Geldings Open. The 5 best horses on the track right now. And again, not an easy race to pick, but I'm going to go Gray Z. Came in from Alberta 2 weeks ago. He's got a 2nd and a win. Paced a mile and 58 in a piece against a real hot hokey dokey 2 weeks ago. Last week on really not an overly fast racetrack. It was heavy, then turned good. But look at that last quarter in 28 in a piece. The betting favorite does meet much tougher today in race number 6. But I'm looking for Gray Z. Came out of the 6th hole last week, gets a better post position today, and will be heard from in race number 6. You can't overlook Saskabush Steve. He's got 2 wins in this class already this year. He's been pacing a couple of miles in 2 minutes, and I think this mile is going to be 2 minutes or better. So they're going to be flying. Wide open for 3rd. Had a tough time between the 1 horse, Abajatira, and Charlie's Dragon. But I did go with Charlie Dragons. Love that start 2 starts ago. He paced a mile in 2 minutes, and he does have 3 wins this year. Looks a real nice 4-year-old horse by Dean Ray. And again, Dean Ray and Michelle have won all the races so far today. 3 by Michelle, 2 by Dean. So it looks to be another good one. I like the 4, 2, and 3, and look for a fast mile. And we'll see if anybody wins the pick 4. Good luck.
Horses are on the track for race number 6 for Post Parade. Number 1, Apagatura, owned by Genda Giles, trained by Clayton Braybrook and driven by Clayton Braybrook. Number 2 is Saskabush Steve, owned by Wanda Howlett and Dwayne Taylor, trained by Don Howlett and driven today by Don. Number 3, Charlie's Dragon, owned by Lorraine Ray, trained by Lorraine Ray, driven today by Dean Ray. Number 4, Gray Z, owned by Annabelle Peary, trained by Trevor Williams, driven by Michelle Ray. And number 5, Marv the Rat, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. 5 will go to post in the Horse and Geldings Open. Win, place, show. Quinella Exactor Triactor Betting. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 6. Number 1, Apagatura, Clayton Braybrook drives. Number 2, Saskabush Steve, Don Howlett. Number 3, Charlie's Dragon, Dean Ray. Number 4, Gray Z, Michelle Ray teams up. And number 5, Marv the Rat, Corey Manning. 5 Pacers on the gate, and the horse and geldings open. Passing the fair start pole. And they're off in pacing. Saskabush Steve and Apagatura fight for the front end. Charlie's Dragon sitting in third. Gray Z fourth, and trailing Marv the Rat. Saskabush Steve takes the lead outright. Apagatura still right there in second. Charlie's Dragon still sitting right there third. Gray Z fourth, and still trailing Marv the Rat. Coming to the quarter mark, Saskabush Steve still leading the way. 31 flat. Saskabush Steve holding on. Apagatura still right there in second. Charlie's Dragon third. Gray Z fourth. And Marv the Rat still trailing as they're coming around for the first time in the horse and geldings open. Saskabush Steve leading it. Charlie's Dragon now out 2 wide right at the half mark. Saskabush Steve still leading it. 102 in 1. Charlie's Dragon making a fight for the front end, but Saskabush Steve holding on the inside. Apagatura third, Gray Z fourth, and still trailing Marv the Rat. Now Gray Z's out to make a push. Heading down the back stretch. 3 wide. Saskabush Steve leading the way. Gray Z now taking over. Charlie's Dragon on the inside fourth, and now Marv the Rat getting into the party. At the 3/4 mark, Gray Z's your new leader. 131 and 1. Dean Ray and Don Howlett neck and neck coming around the corner. Saskabush Steve now sticks his nose in front. Gray Z now just inches back in second. Charlie's Dragon third. Down the stretch. Saskabush Steve, Gray Z. Gray Z with the nose in front. Gray Z at the wire. It is too close to call. Judges say Gray Z nose ahead. Judges say Gray Z for first, Saskabush Steve for second. There are two drivers' ejections in the 6th race. But here, your unofficial winner of race number 6, Gray Z, 7-year-old Gray Gelding by IZ and Gray Lady Gray, Owned by Annabelle Peary, trained by Trevor Williams, and driven by his 4th win today, Michelle Ray. There we go, Gray Z and Michelle Ray. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 31 flat, over the half in 102 and 1, over the 3/4 in 131 and 1, finishing the full mile at 2 minutes and 1. And yeah, there's 2 drivers objections in race number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just having a slight delay as the judges are going over the driver's inquiries. However, betting is open in race number 7. 5 will go to post. Win, place, show. Quinella Exactor Triactor betting in race number 7. The driver's objections were disallowed. There will be no change to the outcome. Here, just say 3. Here are the payouts for race number 6. Number 4, Gray Z, your winner pays $3.40 to win, $2.10 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 2, Saskabush Steve pays $2.10 to place, $3.60 to show. And number 3, Charlie's Dragon paid $2.90 to show. The Quinella 2-4 pays $8.90. The Exactor 4-2 pays $6.40. The Triactor 4-2-3 pays $13.60. The Pick 4 3-2-2-4 pays $60.25. And here's your rundown. Number 1, Apagatura was 4th. Number 2, Saskabush Steve was 2nd. Number 3, Charlie's Dragon was 3rd. Number 4, Gray Z, your winner. And number 5, Marv the Rat was 5th. From the top down, your program should read 4, 2, 3, 1, and 5. And both drivers' objections were disallowed by judges. In the upcoming 7th race, 5 Pacers will go to post. Win, place, show, Quinella Exactor, Triactor, betting.
Wow, race number 6. Michelle Ray, I think, is having the day of his life. I don't remember, of all the years I've been here since Mick has been racing, where he's had 4 wins. So far, between him and Dean, his cousin, they have won all 6 races. And Gray Z had to come home in 57 seconds in order to get the job done in race number 6 and win by an inch. Very good, exciting race. Good finish at the wire. Tough race here in race number 7. I usually just pick what I marked down the night before in here. So I'm going to stick with it, but I'll go with Runaway Heiress. Oh, here's the post parade, and I'll be right back with my selections.
Horses on the track for race number 7. Number 1, Baylor Out Babe, owned by Mark Filion and Errol Voden, trained by Mark Filion, driven by Mark Filion. Number 2, All EM, owned by David Mooney, trained by Kevin Hildebrandt, driven by Don Howlett. Number 3, Electric Amethyst, making debut today, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. Number 4, Runaway Heiress, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, driven today by Daryl Mason. And number 5, Sunset Memory, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, driven by Tyler Grundy. 5 will go to post.
Okay, let's try this again. If you see me running off the camera, you HPI bettors, we're pretty broke here in Miami. The race announcer and myself share the same microphone, so I had to run over, hand him the mic so he could do the post parade here in race number 7. So I'm going to stick with the 4-horse, Runaway Heiress. He's got a huge relief in this race. He's been racing another one of these horses that have been racing stake races all summer, and I think he's found a race he should really like in here. 6 thirds and 1 second in 7 starts. Daryl Mason, Donnie Annis tried to improve that stat today. And I'm going to give Runaway Heiress the top nod here in race number 7. Baylor Out Babe on the inside. Does show a little bit of early step. 2 starts ago, raced really well. Finished second in a mile in 2, 3, and 4. I think if he cuts the mile, Baylor Out Babe might upset my number 1 pick. He just might steal this one wire to wire. Don Howlett, Kevin Hildebrandt, All EM. I like this for my 3rd selection. Don's only driven this horse once, but he did pace a mile in 2.5, which is about 7 seconds faster than he's gone in most of the races so far he's had this summer. So seemed to really get along with this horse, owned by Dave Mooney. And we'll see what he does today. He might just suck along and have something to say down the lane. Now, what I was saying about being a tough race, I already made my selections here. But Trey, the race announcer, and myself were watching the warm-ups, and we watched Electric Amadeus, I believe you say his name, with Corey Manning, and he just looked like a monster warming up. I didn't change my mind because I say I do have my picks selected here, but if you're looking for an outside at $12.90 right now, Corey Manning looked awfully sharp with the 3-horse Electric Amadeus. So anyway, we'll see what happens, and we'll go. See you back, everybody, in race number 8. Thank you. I did like the 4 as my number 1 pick, but my long shot bet of the day, no doubt, after watching this horse warm up, is the 3-horse with Corey Manning paying $11.50.
The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 7. Number 1, Baylor Out Babe, Mark Villian in the bike. Number 2, Ollie M, Dawn Howlett. Number 3, Electric Amethyst, Corey Manning, making her debut. Number 4, Runaway Heiress, Daryl Mason. And number 5, Sunset Memory, Tyler Grundy. 5, Pacers on the gate. Past the fair start pole. And they're off and pacing. Right to the front end, Baylor Out Babe, Runaway Heiress, and Ollie M fighting for second. Sunset Memory fourth in the trailer, Electric Amethyst. As they're heading down the backstretch, Baylor Out Babe leading the way by a couple lengths. Ollie M still in second. Runaway Heiress third. Sunset Memory fourth and trailing Electric Amethyst as they come to a quarter mark. 29-3 for the opening quarter. Baylor Out Babe still holding on. Ollie M right there in second. Runaway Heiress third. Sunset Memory fourth and still trailing Electric Amethyst as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. Baylor Out Babe leading the way. $102-1 for the opening half mile. Baylor Out Babe still leading the way. Ollie M right there in second. Runaway Heiress is trying to make a move on the outside, moving up on the inside, Sunset Memory. And a little bit of a misstep there is Electric Amethyst. Down the back stretch, Baylor Out Babe still leading it, but Runaway Heiress now making a challenge for the front end, and Sunset Memory. Ollie M in the inside third. As they're coming to the three-quarter mark, Runaway Heiress now takes over the lead. Baylor Out Babe on the inside second. 134 flat. Tyler Grundy and Sunset Memory right there in third. Now breaking is Electric Amethyst in her debut. Runaway Heiress just with nose out in front. Baylor Out Babe still on the inside second. Sunset Memory isn't going anywhere, and Ollie M in fourth. Down the stretch, Daryl Mason with Runaway Heiress seems to lead it, but here comes Electric Amethyst. Electric Amethyst out of nowhere making a big push, and it is, Runaway Heiress, Electric Amethyst. Coming to the winner's circle is your unofficial winner of race number 7, Runaway Heiress, 3-year-old bay filly by Ambro Baylor and Untold Millions, owned by Don and Sheila Annis, trained by Don Annis, and driven by a nice win today by Daryl Mason. There you go, big round of applause for Runaway Heiress with Daryl Mason picking up his first win of the day. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 29-3, over the half in 102-1, over the 3 quarters in 134 flat, finishing the full mile in 207-1. Here are the payouts for race number 7. Number 4, Runaway Heiress, paid $8.90 to win, $4.40 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 3, Electric Amutus, paid $2.30 to place, $2.10 to show. And number 1, Baylor Out Bay, paid $2.10 to show. The Quinella 3-4 paid $11.30. The Exactor 4-3 paid $10.60. The Triactor 4-3-1 pays $20.30. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Baylor Out Bay, was 3rd. Number 2, Ollie M, was 5th. Number 3, Electric Amutus, was 2nd. Number 4, Runaway Heiress, your winner. And number 5, Sunset Memory, was 4th. From the top down, your program should read 3, 5, 2, 1, and 4. In the upcoming 8th race, no changes. 5 will go to post, win, place, show. Quinella Triactor betting. the horse coming by right now in front of the grandstands, it's unmarked due to its schooling.
Nice race. Congratulations to Don and Sheila Annis, trainer Don Annis. And Don was a little sick last week. It's nice to see him back on the saddle, and everybody's happy to see him. And nice drive by Daryl Mason. Let's go right to race number 8. We got non-winners of 6 and 7 fillies and mares. And wow, I'm going to go with a horse you may get a price on, but I really like this 4-year-old gelding, and that's Sanga Savannah. You look, the program will tell you everything. It doesn't lie to you. When you look at the program, this horse has raced the open class every week pretty well, but one. And so it means he's racing against the best horses on the track. He goes into just a little bit easier here, in theory, in the non-winners. So I'm going to take Sanga Savannah to come off the pace in this one and fly down the lane and get his first win of the season here in Miami. Horse you can't overlook, Hokey Dokey. Last week came up on a good track. 2 weeks ago, 58 in a piece with his first start. The horse looks like a monster. But the 2 times Don Hallett drove this horse earlier in the season and a couple of starts back, when he got to the front end, he won both of them. He hasn't won yet off the pace. Doesn't mean he's not going to, but post position 5 looks like a little speed and the little beast with Dean Ray. And my money says he's going to try to cut the mile in here. And Hokey Dokey may just have to come off the pace. And he just might. It looks like a real nice 4-year-old horse, and will most likely go off as the favorite in here, and maybe deservingly so. For third, I am going to take the Little Beast. Dean Ray's got a couple of wins so far. And look at that training average of Arthur Ray. Always has the young ones right, 620. He's got 4 wins in 2 seconds with the Little Beast. And this horse is a monster right now, absolutely razor sharp, and would not surprise. A tough race when you come up to the non-winners of 6 and 7, but I'm going to take Sanga Savannah to take all the marbles in race number 8, followed by Hokey Dokey and the Little Beast. We'll see everybody back in race number 9.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 8. Number 1, Waitin' for Love, owned by Justin Ray, Alan Bryden, and Michelle Mowat, trained by Roland Ray, driven today by Clayton Braybrook. Number 2, Sanga Savannah, owned by Jacqueline Grundy, trained by Jacqueline Grundy, driven today by Tyler Grundy. Number 3, Dull Little Beast, owned by Arthur Ray, trained by Arthur Ray, driven today by Dean Ray. Number 4, Heartland Banniesboro, owned by Alan Drader, trained by Mark Fillion, driven by Mark Fillion. And number 5, Hokey Dokey, owned by Wanda Howlett and Dwayne Taylor, trained by Don Howlett, driven today by Don. 5 will go to post in race number 8. You got win, place, show, Quinella, Exactor, Triactor Betting.
Got to start paying attention. I've been giving you some horses that have been paying a little good today. 2260 on Sanga Savannah. Love this horse. Shout out to Daryl Stephenson and the guys from Winnipeg. We got some Winnipeggers here betting lots of money today. Say it one more time. I'm sounding like a broken record. A horse dropping open out of the open class in denominators of 6 and paying $19. I know Hokey Dokey looks like a monster, but Sanga Savannah just about win the open on a couple occasions, finished second and just missed. $19 is a steal.
Less than 3 minutes to post time, less than 3 minutes. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 8. Number 1, Waiting for Love, Clayton Bruce, Sanga Savannah, Tyler Grundy. Number 3, Dull Little Beast, Dean Ray on the bike. Number 4, Heartland Banniesboro, Mark Fillion drives. And number 5, Hokey Dokey, Don Howlett. 5 Pacers all on the gate. Pass fair start pole. And they're off in pacing. On the inside, Sanga Savannah takes over. Waiting for Love is in second. Dull Little Beast is trying to sit in third. Heartland Banniesboro sitting in fourth. And the trailer, Hokey Dokey, as they're down the backstretch. Sanga Savannah opening it up a couple lengths. Waiting for Love right there in second. Dull Little Beast in third still. Heartland Banniesboro fourth and still trailing Hokey Dokey at the quarter mark. 29 and 4. There is a judge's inquiry on race number 8. Sanga Savannah still a few lengths ahead. Waiting for Love is second. The Little Beast is third. Heartland Banniesboro fourth and still trailing Hokey Dokey as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. Sanga Savannah still leading it by 3 or 4 lengths. Judge's inquiry on race number 8 as they come to the half mark. 1 minute and 3/5. Sanga Savannah still leading the way. Dull Little Beast making a charge. On the inside, Waiting for Love. Don Howlett and Hokey Dokey also making a late push. Heartland Banniesboro is now your new trailer. As they're heading down the backstretch, Sanga Savannah still has this one in place. Dull Little Beast and Hokey Dokey with Waiting for Love 3 wide. Heartland Banniesboro still right there though as they're coming to the 3/4 mark. 1:30 and 1. Sanga Savannah does not look like he's given up the lead. Waiting for Love. The Little Beast and Hokey Dokey are 3 wide, and here comes Heartland Banniesboro on the inside. Sanga Savannah does not look like he's given this one up down the stretch. Tyler Grundy, Sanga Savannah. For second, Waiting for Love looks to hold on, but here comes Hokey Dokey. Sanga Savannah. Waiting for Love, Hokey Dokey. 2 minutes and 2/5. Hold all tickets. There's a judge's inquiry on race number 8. Coming in the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of race number 8, Sanga Savannah. 4-year-old bay gelding by Riverboat King and Sangha Seychelles, owned by Jacqueline Grundy, trained by Jacqueline and driven today by Tyler. Give him a big round of applause. Sangha Savannah, Tyler Grundy. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 29 and 4, over the half in 101 and 3, over the 3/4 in 130 and 1, finishing the full miles in 2 minutes and 2. And there is a judge's inquiry on race number 8. There'll be no change in the 8th race for the driver or the judge's inquiry. No change to finish. Here are the payouts for race number 8. Number 2, Sangha Savannah, pays $3.30 to win, $3 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 1, Waiting for Love, pays $3.60 to place, $2.10 to show. Number 5, Hokey Dokey, paid $2.10 to show. The Quinella 1-2 pays $134.10. The Exactor 2-1 paid $15.20. The Triactor 215 pays $71.40. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Waiting for Love, was second. Number 2, Sangha Savannah, your winner. Number 3, Da Little Beast, was 5th. Number 4, Heartland Banniesboro, was 4th. And number 5, Hokey Dokey, was 3rd. From the top down, your program should read 2, 1, 5, 4, and 3. In the upcoming 9th race, 5 will go to post. You have win, place, show, Quinella, Exactor, Triactor betting in today's finale.
Wow, exciting race number 8. Congratulations to Jacqueline Grundy. I was kind of having a little bit of a celebration at Grundy's place last night out near Steinbach. Anyone knows where that is? And we're having a beer or two, and Jackie was saying, I wonder if this 4-year-old can leave. And we saw what that horse did today. Very brave on the front end. Anytime you go a 2-minute mile on these tracks, very, very impressive. Congratulations to Tyler and Jackie. Job well done in race number 8. Let's go right to the finale. We've got a claiming 3,500 to 5,500. And I'm going to go to the far outside with Outlaw Kismet. I think he's finally found his stride. He's had 6 wins. He's been there pretty well every time. He's got 1 win. And I think Jack Lambert will have instructions to leave with this horse. Looking at, there's not a whole heck of a lot of speed. Michelle Ray on the inside, 4 wins so far. I think will appreciate a trip behind what I think is the best horse in the race. That's why he's on the far outside going for 5,500, where the other ones in the race are going for a little lesser. So I take Outlaw Kismet to try to steal this one wire to wire. Great quote. We'll get a monster trip in here. 2 starts ago, paced a mile in 2 minutes, finished second to Tino Santana, the track record holder. No slouch. Michelle Ray going for win number 5 in the finale. Wide open for third. I'm going to go to Daily Double, Don Howlett, Melanie Ray. Definitely overdue this horse. He's been close, finishing her miles fairly decently here, but is going to have to get a real good trip, I think, to get a good piece of the pie in here. But I do like her for third best in here. But I think it's going to be Outlaw Kismet, wire to wire, followed by Great Quote and Daily Double. We'll see everybody here next week for week number 8. And thanks again for the simulcast viewers on HPI and everybody here in attendance here. We had a lot of fun today. Thanks a lot.
The horses are on the track for post parade for race number 9. Number 1, Great Quote, owned by Melanie Ray Clark and Skylar and Austin Clark, trained by Melanie Clark, driven today by Michelle Ray. Number 2, Blink-a-Ching, owned, trained, and driven today by Clayton Braybrook. Number 3 is Daily Double, owned by Melanie Ray Clark, trained by Melanie Ray Clark, driven today by Don Howlett. Number 4 is Witch Doctor, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason and Paula Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, driven today by Daryl. Number 5, Outlaw Kismet, owned by Trevor Williams and Annabelle Peary, trained by Trevor Williams, driven today by Jock Lambert. 5 will go to post in today's finale. Less than 2 minutes to post time, less than 2 minutes. The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 9. Number 1, Great Quote, Michelle Ray in the bike. Number 2, Blink a Ching, Clayton Braybrook drives. Number 3, Daily Double, Don Howlett. And number 4, Witch Doctor, Daryl Mason in the bike. And number 5, Outlaw Kismet, Jock Lambert. 5, Pacers on the gate for today's finale. Past the fair start pole. And they're off in pacing. Great Quote takes the inside lead, but they're 3 wide going around the corner. Blink-a-Ching and Daily Double trying to fight to the front end. Here comes Outlaw Kismet 2 wide as well. And Witch Doctor. Blink-a-Ching leading the way. Daily Double trying to get on the inside. Great Quote third, but making a big push is Outlaw Kismet and the new trailer Witch Doctor. As they're coming to the quarter mark, it is Blink-a-Ching, but here comes Outlaw Kismet. 29-4. Outlaw Kismet's your new leader. Blink-a-Ching's now in second. Daily Double third. Great Quote fourth, and still trailing is Witch Doctor. As they're coming down the stretch for the first time, Outlaw Kismet. $59-3 for the opening half mile. Outlaw Kismet still leading the way. Blink-a-Ching in second. Daily Double third. Great Quote fourth. And Witch Doctor's trailing. Great Quote now out 2 wide trying to make a push. Outlaw Kismet seems to have this one in hand. But here comes Great Quote. And Daily Double. On the inside, Blink-a-Ching at the 3-quarter mark. 128-3. Outlaw Kismet looks like he cannot be touched. Great Quote second. Daily Double now third. Blink-a-Ching fall a little bit to fourth. Down the stretch, Outlaw Kismet with Jock Lambert about 6-7 lengths ahead of Great Quote. Daily Double in third. Outlaw Kismet. Big win for Outlaw Kismet by Jock Lambert. Second for Great Quote. Third, Daily Double. $159-3 for the mile. Just a reminder to the crowd and the EMT, there is a qualifier, so anyone wants to watch. There is a late driver's objection in race number 9. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of race number 9, Outlaw Kismet. 7-year-old bay gelding by Blue Burner. And Outlaw Independence, owned by Trevor Williams and Annabelle Peary. Trained by Trevor Williams, driven by a nice win today by Jock Lambert. Good job to Outlaw Kismet and Jock Lambert, under 2 minutes for the mile. Here are the quarter times. They went over the first quarter in 29 and 4, over the half in 59 and 3, over the 3/4 in 128 and 3, and finishing the mile in 159 and 3. There is a driver's objection in race number 9, so hold all tickets. Hold all tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Make sure you come back next week on August 29th, post time 1:30, right here in Miami. If you can't join us, make sure you watch live on hpibet.com. The judges are still deliberating on race number 9 to the driver's objection. Make sure to follow Manitoba Harness Racing on Facebook. That's Manitoba Harness Racing on Facebook, or at MB Harness Racing on Twitter. Or follow me, live track announcer Trey, at Trey MB Harness on Twitter for everything Manitoba Harness Racing. And again, hold all tickets. There is a driver's objection. The judges have decided that the driver's objections are disallowed. There will be no change to the order of finish. Here's the payouts for race number 9. Number 5, Outlaw Kismet paid $280 to win. No place bets were made, and $210 to show. Number 1, Great Quote paid $330 to place, $210 to show. And number 3, Daily Double paid $260 to show. The Quinella 1-5 paid $3.10. The Exactor 5-1 paid $6.10. The Triactor 5-1-3 paid $14.80. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Great Quote was second. Number 2, Blink Ka-Ching was 5. Number 3, Daily Double was third. Number 4, Witch Doctor was 4th. And number 5, Outlaw Kismet, your winner. From the top down, your program should read 2, 5, 3, or 1. And there's a qualifier coming for anyone who would like to stay and watch.
Horseman, just to let you know, the handle was $7,260. Good job, Horseman.
I want to thank everyone who was here for coming out to Miami Fair. Join us next weekend, August 9th, or 29th at 1:30 Central Time. If you can't make it, check us out on hpibet.com. That's hpibet.com. Make sure you follow Manitoba Harness on Facebook and MB Harness Racing on Twitter, or follow me, the live track announcer Trey Colbeck, at Trey MB Harness. That's at Trey MB Harness for everything Manitoba Harness Racing. See you next week.